Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. I hope everyone had a great week and I hope you're having an even better weekend. All right. So we're going to get straight to today's show because I don't want to keep you from enjoying your weekend. So here we go. So the title is Help. And the topic is when being an independent author becomes overwhelming. Being an independent author, it comes with its own set of challenges and rewards, okay? You know, from the freedom to write what you love, to the responsibility of managing every aspect of your book's journey, it can be a bit of a roller coaster ride. And I know that to all of my independent authors out there, you already know that. And, you know, that roller coaster ride, it includes those emotions and those experiences. But, you know, there are times when this journey can become overwhelming. Okay. That's just the truth of the matter. And that's okay, because you have to know and how to recognize those moments when you feel overwhelmed, you know, to seek some help when you need it. You know, because no person is an island, first and foremost, nor was it intended to be that way. But as humans, sad to say, we are conditioned to view the need for help as a weakness. And let me just tell you, needing help is not a sign of weakness. That is the first step to gaining strength, okay? You know, because it's okay to be the captain of your ship as long as you will man it. But, you know, without help, you're subject to running aground. And that's the truth of that matter as well. So what I want to do today is just dive into a few signs that signal you may be headed in that direction. Okay. Feeling overwhelmed. You know, it is not uncommon for independent authors to feel that way at some point. And there are so many factors that contribute to those feelings. You know, whether it's the pressure to meet deadlines or the struggle to market your book effectively or the constant self-doubt that comes with putting your work out into the world. We know what that feels like. And sometimes it can be, you know, just too much. Okay. Just too much because you're doing everything. You don't have time to write. You don't have time to man your websites. You don't have time to promote. You know, all those things come along with being an independent author. Okay. And it's a great thing to be independent of anyone else. Okay. Because you're doing it. You're most definitely doing it. But sometimes you need to, you know, bring someone else aboard your ship to help you out a bit, you know, and it may not be a consistent thing, or it may not be something that, you know, that will last very long. Sometimes it can just be temporary. You can bring people on board that will help you, you know, and get you, just move you along, you know, just a little few steps more to get you headed in the right direction. And once you can stand alone again, then, you know, you can go back to being that independent author, you know, but being an independent author does not mean you need to be dependent on others, okay, to help you, because we all need help at times. And that's just the truth of it. We all need help. Okay. So, you know, once you recognize the signs, you know, it is so important to recognize the signs of being overwhelmed, because it will, and it can take a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. And no one wants to experience that. Okay. And sometimes, just throwing this out there, but those signs can include, feeling constantly stressed or anxious, experiencing writer's block, or just losing your motivation to work on your book. And you don't ever want to lose motivation, because sometimes when you lose it, you can't get it back. All right. So, there are steps to seeking help. And the first is getting that support system that you need, that we all need. Okay. As humans, we need it. We need a support system, whether it's family, friends, whoever, a team of people that's helping us. That's a support team. All right. So again, when you're feeling overwhelmed, reaching out for support is so crucial. All right. Because that could mean talking to fellow authors who understand what you're going through. That's why we're doing this show today. And just seeking that advice from them, or a mentor, or anyone that can aid you in helping you. We need that, and those are steps before you have to take those professional steps to help you get to where you need to be. All right. And when I say professional, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. But anyway, there are still, other people within that support system. Everybody don't know an editor, but if you need to hire an editor or a marketing expert, someone that those other professionals that can help you, then you need to do that. All right. Most definitely do that. And take breaks. Okay. So don't be afraid to take a break whenever you need one. Sometimes you need to step away from your work, and that can give you a different perspective, and that can rejuvenate you to return back to what you need to do. It will give you a fresh set of eyes that will help renew your energy. And, and practicing your self-care. Okay. That all falls in the line of mental, physical, and emotional health, because that self-care is essential for maintaining your overall well-being as an independent author. And you need to make sure to prioritize your activities, because that will nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. And you can exercise, and you can meditate, and you can spend time with your families, and please, please, please adopt some other hobbies that's outside of writing. Okay. And you need to set some boundaries. That's number 6. Learn to set boundaries to protect your time and your energy. Okay. Because you have to take care of you first and foremost. And, and that can mean saying no to some other opportunities. Okay. That don't necessarily align with your goals or your timeline. Okay. So you need to, don't think that you're Superman or Superwoman, and you don't want to take on everything just because it sounds good. Sometimes, that's everything that sounds good is not good. Okay. Especially if you don't have the time to do it. All right. So you need to set those boundaries. And number 7, you need to seek professional help, especially, and now I'm not talking about the professional help from editors and marketing experts. I'm talking about some serious professional help. Okay. If you are struggling mentally, if you are experiencing any type of health issues like anxiety or depression, those are signs that you are well past the overwhelmed mark. Okay. And so you need to seek some professional help, get some therapy or some counseling, just someone who can navigate you in the right direction. So, so you can get the help you need and feel better. Okay. Because we all want to feel better. We all want to walk in that right spirit, whether it's mentally, physically, socially, whatever you need to do to get back to being you, being who you are. Sometimes you need to get that professional help, and it's okay. All right. I can't think of one person at some point in time who has not needed to get some professional help. Okay. It doesn't mean you're crazy or anything like that. It just means that you're trying to take care of you. Okay. And just remember why you started to write. Okay. Always remember why you wanted to write in the first place, because you need to remember that passion and your purpose. All right. That passion and your purpose, because they matter. And that can also help to reignite your motivation and remind you that your challenges, they are temporary. Okay. And those setbacks that are on the road to achieving your goals, they are attainable as well. Okay. So, I just want to leave you with this bit of advice. Being an independent author, it can be both rewarding and it can also be overwhelming. Okay. So that's the focus of today's show, helping you when you get to that point or before you get to that point. Okay. So, but if you recognize the signs of overwhelm, again, seek that support system whenever you need it. And you need to prioritize your self-care first and foremost, and learn to navigate those challenges more effectively, so that way you can continue your journey with confidence and with resilience. Okay. So remember, you're not alone, and help is always available for those who seek it. Okay. That's the key. You got to want the help. Okay. In order for people to help you, you have to want the help. Okay. Don't push people away that offer their assistance, because, to me, that is a blessing when people offer their assistance and they're not out to hinder you in any way. They're not asking you for anything. They just see, that you're at your breaking point. And so they want to help you, because a lot of people don't have that. All right. They don't have that. Most people want to get paid for what they do for you. They don't want to do it out of the kindness of their heart. Okay. Because they feel like, my time is worth something. But sometimes just giving of yourself, offering your help to someone, that says so very much, and you don't have to be paid for everything, because, you get back what you give, you always get back what you give. So if you can be a blessing to someone, you will receive a blessing in return. All right. So that is today's show. And I hope that in some way it has helped you, those who are feeling overwhelmed. And, I've been in that position myself, a few times, and I had to, take a few steps back to get myself together so I can move forward again. And that's what I want you to do as well. And always tell those who you care about the most how you feel about them today, because tomorrow is not promised. So on that note, I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you. Join us again next time when we will be back with more tips, techniques, and cheats to achieve the rewards that you deserve. Thank you so much for your time today. And please set your podcatcher so that you never, ever miss us. Bye for now. And thanks so much for listening.